What's something you bought as a joke that turned out to be incredibly useful? I survived being the new girl at 6 schools by 14, which means you learn to disappear fast. And by the time I got to Westfield Middle School, I had mastered being invisible until Bryce made that impossible. You know the type, the golden boy with that perfect smile teachers love. Since December, Bryce had turned me into his personal supply shop with his daily, got a spare pen routine. And by February I'd gone through 3 full packs of Vicks that never came back. When I switched to cheaper ones, he actually had the nerve to complain. "These cheap ones again, they smudge, you know?" He'd say while taking them anyway. But the pen stealing was just the warm-up to his full course of making my life awful. Because Bryce didn't just want my supplies, he wanted my work too. During every test, I'd feel him lean over just enough to see my paper, copying my answers with the confidence of someone who had never been caught. And the worst part was he was right, because teachers loved him too much to notice. When we got our practice test results back and his scores matched mine exactly, Mrs. Kim actually praised him for improving, and I bit my tongue so hard it bled. The teasing started next with Bryce telling everyone I walked like a penguin, then upgrading to calling me goat because my eyes were apparently too far apart for his taste. By March, he told everyone I'd begged him to date me and wouldn't take no, complete with fake screenshots he somehow made. And suddenly I was the desperate girl who couldn't take rejection. Random 7th graders would make goat noises at me in the halls while making kissing sounds, and I'd keep walking with my head down, counting the days until exams would end this nightmare. I'll never forget the day in the cafeteria when Bryce loudly asked, "Yo, Sarah, why the long face?" "Oh wait, that's just your face." His buddy Jake added, "Nah, she looks more like a goat, bro." And they burst out laughing. 20 kids turned to stare at me, standing there with my lunch tray frozen, feeling my cheeks burn as Bryce grinned like he'd won something. Then came the moment that broke something inside me when Mrs. Kim told the whole class, "Bryce, why don't you move your seat next to Sarah? You focus so much better there. And she's such a good influence on your work." She basically helped him cheat by putting him right next to me. And Bryce's smirk said he knew exactly what prize he'd just been given. The night before our final math exam that would decide if we got into high school, I sat in my room staring at my desk drawer where I kept random stuff from over the years. And that's when I saw it. The joke pen from a book fair 2 years ago. Disappearing ink. Right now, gone tomorrow. The label shouted in bright tacky colors, and I remember buying it for $3, thinking it would be funny for April Fools or something. The pen looked totally normal otherwise, just a basic black ballpoint that could pass for any regular pen. I picked it up and something clicked in my head. This wasn't just a forgotten gag anymore. This was. Watch the full story in the related video below.